welcome to my channel. I am Meg Lee from Creatively. I make videos about all things creative, and in this video I'm going to make some clay candle holders. I was really excited about this project and I think it came out really well. I'm very excited about how it came out. I did make some clay ornaments over Christmas. That was the first kind of air dry clay project I did. And what I learned, but forgot from that video, is that making the clay item, as well as painting it, is a very time-consuming process because there's lots of layers. And every step of putting the clay thing together takes longer than you would expect. So there are lots of steps. So this was quite a lengthy project. It dragged out a bit, but it was also so much fun. So it just took longer, than I originally thought. But yeah, I think this is a perfect project for this time of year. It's something that I look forward to hopefully bring out every spring. It's something that you could even pull out in February as soon as the daffodils or even snowdrops start showing up. And so it's a way to celebrate spring even before it fully arrives if you need a little bit of that boost in late winter. But it could also be put out for all of spring or whenever you want. But anyway, I hope you enjoy this project and this video. I really enjoyed making these things and I hope you enjoy watching the process and a little reveal at the end. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get started. So the idea for these candle holders were not my own at all. I drew inspiration from Pinterest sources and from another YouTube channel, which I will have linked in the corner here and in my video description. Regarding the daffodils, while I love the classic bright yellow ones, my favorite daffodils are those that are super pale on the outside and have more of a peach or orange center. So that was what I aimed to convey. The tulip, I went with a classic pink design and thought it would be fun to try adding a little finger loop as well. to strengthen the stem, which I anticipated being a weak area, I added a coil of extra clay around the base. And here, sorry you can't see what I'm doing, but I'm adding a bit of wire, tracking it along the way, and making sure it was indeed going straight down and not poking out anywhere. So far I think these reinforcements were very effective. So, it is the next week. I knew after I finished painting these that I don't like them. I like the outsides, but the insides, too bright. They kind of look like my inspiration, but they're a lot more neon. Especially this one looks like Malibu sunset. I have had a weekend of staring at them, deciding what to do to help them out, because I've already done so much painting on them. Whoa. That was a car chase. There was someone zooming by and there were two police officers going past them, or behind them. And I know they were chasing that car because that car wasn't letting them pass. They were all going so fast. That was cool. Not cool, but cool. Anyway, okay. So, yeah, because I have painted on them on camera so much, I think I'm just going to do a little magic trick. Here is where my video becomes a little story arc. One of the leaves on the tulip broke just before painting. I attempted to fix it with super glue, pushing the glue into the crack with a pencil, but it didn't stick well enough. Meanwhile, I believe 3 more broke on me while I was trying to fix the first one. The reason the tulip was breaking and not the daffodils was because I had rolled it into thinner discs, trying to make sure I had enough clay to finish my project. Here I moved on to some painting while I thought about my plan of action. Really the best way to fix it was to reinforce it with more clay. Luckily, I did still have some left. And now onto my favorite part. I'm using some gloss clay varnish. I've added a little bit of water in here to make it a little bit more of a smooth application. That's what I did last time and what it says you can do on the instructions. This is the part that I look forward to most. Well, I have no clue if that's way too much. That's a lot of water actually. I suppose I could do multiple layers. Looks lovely. I'll maybe add a little bit more. I'm going to start with the bottom because that just seems smart. those to dry for half an hour at least. And if it seems like we needed another layer, that's what we will do. Was that overexposed the whole time? There, that's what they look like. Not overexposed and in focus. So. I've decided to do a second layer just to give it some oomph, just to make sure it's completely covered and extra glossy. Okay, I think this was the best method for making sure everything was covered with varnish inside the flower, but I am not the best at pouring. Just know all was well in the end. And after that mess, do you think I tried pouring it again? You bet I did. I love living life on the edge. So let me know what you think. I really, really love these. As I've said, I think they're perfect for this time of year. I definitely think adding the varnish was the cherry on top. It just makes all the difference. These candle holders will be a test run for sure. As you saw, before I reinforced the tulip, it was breaking apart, and air dry clay is quite fragile. So hopefully they last. There's something I would love to bring out every year, so hopefully they last until next year at least. Also, I'm gonna find out how they do with molten wax and just see how they hold up over time. So it's a little bit of an experiment. There are lots of items I want to make with air dry clay over time and just kind of test and see what air dry clay can do and what it's not capable of. Also try some other types of clay as well. The only thing I didn't love about them is just one thing really, and that is the stem on the tulip is a little darker and more intense of a green than I had wanted. It's one of those things where you like the color right then, and then when you look away a few minutes and look back, you realize it's not exactly what you were going for. And I had already done that once, so that was my second attempt, so I decided to stick with it. What I want to do is make more of these. If they work really well, I want to make more probably next year to add to my little collection. I think it'd be nice to make a purple crocus, and maybe the stem on that could be a paler green, and they would look really nice next to each other and having different hues of that green. I decided to stick with it for that reason, as well as life is too short to be a perfectionist, you know? Yeah, let's get on with the reveal, and thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching till the end, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Definitely comment, like, and subscribe if you so wish, and if you enjoyed it. And before I go, I wanted to remind you that you are fearfully and wonderfully made, and I will see you next time. Bye!